Good evening, everyone. There is a saying in football that if you can play, the NFL will find you. And it means that if an athlete is talented, scouts are trained to recognize those skills, regardless of the package they come in or the address they occupy. And in tonight's case, that doesn't just apply to athletes. Richmond football head coach Russ Huesman has been around the game most of his life. A big part of his job is finding players that will fit into his football program, and he can usually spot them right away.
Some pretty quickly, some a little bit later. There are some that you see pretty quickly that just jump out on the film and you say, yeah, no brainer.
Niall Harris is a redshirt freshman defensive back on the Spiders team. He was all-conference in both football and track in high school in Greensboro, North Carolina. Richmond was one of 5 schools that offered him a scholarship, but it was the one that just felt right.
We knew he was a solid kid. Now, he's gotten better and better as he's gone here, so we think he's going to be a real good player for us.
I wasn't the biggest kid. I didn't have like a whole bunch of D1 offers coming out of high school just because of my size, but I made up for my size with work ethic.
And at a place like Richmond, that work ethic gets a workout. Harris played 5 different sports growing up, but he also played 8 different instruments. The cello became one of his favorites. And in addition to his football duties, he also plays with the university orchestra.
And first he said, I'm a football player. And I saw that's a sports guy. And then he sits down and he plays cello. It was just, I said, I have to have this kid in the orchestra. And it's been just amazing.
You or I might never see a correlation between classical music and a nickel defense. But Harris has developed skills that help him whether he's tackling Albany or Vivaldi.
As an orchestra ensemble, you really have to trust your stand partner. You have to trust who's in front of you and as well as who's behind you. So I think that aspect translates to the field a lot. Whether it's having the right bowing, having the right finger patterns, and also on the football field, knowing where to be, whether it's your alignment before the play or knowing your assignment. So I think like paying attention to details is like one of the biggest things that coincide with the two.
But his two worlds don't always align properly, and managing his time between music and football can sometimes involve sacrifices for one or the other.
He's going to go and have a concert where he's going to miss a position meeting, the day before a game. That's never fun for us as coaches, but you understand that it's important to him, it's important to our university that he does those things.
School, sports, football, play music, play orchestra, play chamber music. I tell them sometimes, how do you guys do this?
Harris played for his teammates during the freshman talent show last year. Most everyone was impressed, even if it wasn't something they'd choose to listen to on their own.
What's he, classical music? Yeah, I'm probably not going to go listen to him. I hate to say it. If he was playing country, I'd be at all his concerts.
I wanted to know about this game. I know soccer, what we call in Europe football, that's our football. I'm trying and I want to understand, and it's just not uploaded in my system yet.
Critics aside, Harris has already been something of a mentor to younger athletes and musicians who find themselves in the same dichotomy.
I just have like so much respect for people, who aren't just on one track. I would tell them just to keep doing what they're doing, don't worry about what anybody thinks of what you're doing, or whether it's geeky or nerdy or whatnot. It's okay to just do what you love, you know what I'm saying?
Harris's favorite composer is Tchaikovsky, but he doesn't really have a favorite NFL player. Conversely, if he had to choose a career between music and football, he'd choose football. But he's a healthcare studies major and would really like to go into medicine after his football playing days are over.
I mean, you think of football as being so, violent, impactful, and so delicate playing music. It's just an amazing contrast to watch him so carefully
So
fingering
music, and they do all that on their own time. Football obviously takes all kinds of time. And then he also wants to go in the medical field. So he's clearly got a lot of plates spinning in the air.
And he clearly knows how to, like, just if he's passionate about it, he goes all in.
And he's been playing football since he was 4, the cello since he was 12. He probably will do all of them as long as he can. Really, really good kid. If you would like to nominate someone to be profiled, email us at beyondtheroster@wtvr.com. And the News at 11 will be right back.